Hello, beautiful people. I'm Chris Maddox, founder of the Wild Woman Project and Wild Woman Fest. And I'm speaking to you today because we always meet like this at new moon time. So the new moon is here. May 22nd begins a moon cycle, which will carry us all the way through June 20th. So here's nature once again giving us a nudge to begin again. So I've been thinking a lot about what it means to be a conscious, spiritually oriented, heart-centered human being at this strange time and in this beautiful and broken world. And those two things just sort of sit right next to each other. What is beautiful and what is broken. So there's a way that for those of us who are doing our best to be on some kind of a path of consciousness, and I don't really use the word mindfulness. I like a heartfulness. And those of us who really want to stand for love in this world, who consider ourselves stewards of the earth, beautiful, broken. So we can see in any moment that we're alive, we can see the extraordinary majesty of what it is to have a heart which is beating in our chest every single moment that we're alive. We can see the beauty in fellow human beings and children and those that we love and that we treasure and that we care for. We can see the beauty of the stars and of the trees. We can hear the beauty in music and great works of art, poetry. Like there is so much in this place to love. And the more we can allow ourselves to see what is beautiful, that calls attention to it. It calls it up and through. To give us resilience, to give us the medicine we need to turn towards what is broken here in this world. If this pandemic has showed us anything, it's unveiled the systems of oppression that exist in our world and highlighted them. There's a way in which I feel like before this, we could be more asleep. We could allow ourselves to say like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Because it seems like a lot to turn towards what is broken. Because we're talking about entire systems and huge, powerful forces that hold those systems in place. That's a big task to actually, with your heart and with your mind and with your body, turn your presence toward those things and to witness. I feel like the beautiful and the broken, they're dancing together always. And sometimes the beauty is more visible and sometimes the brokenness is more visible, but they are layered on top of one another. They are inextricably linked. I feel like it is the work, the opportunity really of a lifetime for those of us who stand for love, who stand for the earth. This is our moment to get way more skillful. This is our moment to really rise. This is our moment to be able to hold space for the beautiful and the broken, the beautiful and the broken in ourselves, in one another, and in this place that we share. I think it's exciting. Sometimes I think it's really scary and a lot. Sometimes I weep. Sometimes I get fired up. And I think there is a huge spectrum of the human experience in terms of how we respond to the beauty and the brokenness of this place. Because we are being asked to, to use our voices, to use our attention, to use whatever little influence that we have in whatever ways that we feel inwardly guided to do so, but to be a stand for love and to be a stand for the earth. It's like really high stakes to be one of the human beings who's alive and who's particularly the adults carrying the responsibility. All I can think about recently is the kids. I don't even have children. I don't aspire to have any children. But I think about these babies that are being born now, that are in the womb now, that are children now. And all I can think is, how do we pull the love through into the material world, into our homes, into our language, into our communication, into our institutions? So at the beginning of this, way back in the fall, when we started the Rituals of Rewilding series, which we are nearing the end of, we have a few more moon cycles with this theme, Rituals of Rewilding. One of the core quotes that I sent out to the Circle Leader community to contemplate in this time is these beautiful words from Ram Dass. We are all just walking each other home. We are all just walking each other home. And I want to set that at your feet today on this new moon. We are all just walking each other home. This is not about a cliche of we're all in this together. This is about really resurrecting the we in our consciousness, which has been through colonialism and patriarchy and white supremacy has been really mashed down. There's like such an individual sort of consciousness. And what we are about here at the Wild Woman Project is about community. It's about holding each other up. It's holding each other's hands as we walk in this beautiful broken place. So we are all just walking each other home. Everyone here with gifts to offer. May we see them and be seen. Everyone here with a voice. May we use them well and may we listen. So our shared theme here at the Wild Woman Project is music of the howls. Really calling attention to the myriad of expressions in our human family and in the natural world. The symphony of sound and color that we are. So we'll be having Wild Woman School on June 2nd. And that's all about music of the howls. We'll listen to a lot of music. We'll contemplate how we're using our voices. We'll contemplate how we're listening. So I hope you'll join me for that. Link below this video. And I want you to know, as always, on the new moon, there are circles happening. Most of our circles right now are happening online. So you can find a list of telecircles, and you can also find a list of our trained facilitators who live in, I think we have like 20 countries all over the world at this point. So you can find one near you or find a wild woman near you and get together in community. And, in a circle you can expect meditation, sharing, intention setting ritual, so that each and every one of us walks out of circle with like a little seed that we're tending. And of course, that experience in the circle of the we. Thank you so much for listening this new moon. We are all just walking each other home.